Our message today is simple. Do not get behind the wheel of a vehicle if you've been drinking or taking medication that impairs your ability to drive. One drunk driving death is one too many, because all drunk driving deaths are caused by someone who makes the selfish decision to get behind the wheel of a vehicle when they're impaired. Traffic death.
Just as recent as 2 weekends ago, some of our media partners that are here today and others that are not here reported on a tragic accident in Coweta County. We had a selfish driver who decided to drive impaired on Highway 41 in Coweta County, and he crossed the center line. And as he crossed the center line, the first car he met, he sideswiped him. The second car that was behind that car, he hits him head on. Well, the tragedy in this case is that a 2-year-old was in the car that was struck head on, and that 2-year-old lost her life. The mother, who was a passenger in that car, was seriously injured and is going to have to deal with those injuries for the rest of their life. Well, let's talk about the emotional impact of the family. I noticed the media reported on that, how the family was feeling and what was going on in their lives. And it is absolutely terrible. It is a tragedy, and it was preventable. The peace officers behind me, they see it. They see it all the time. Just as Director Poole said, they're the ones delivering that message to the family, to deliver that terrible message. Devastating news, probably the worst news that they'll receive in their entire life. And it's on the shoulders of these folks behind me and the ones that are working day in and day out. You know, the deaths and injuries are 100% preventable if you just make the right decision. So that comes into play. How can you help us? You know, we can only do so much. We can be visible and be a deterrence. We can enforce the laws, and as we enforce those laws, we can deter people's driving habits. But what can you personally do to help us? Well, the first thing is obey the speed limit. Slow down. Don't be an aggressive driver. Don't be a reckless driver. Put on your seatbelt for us. Encourage your passengers to put on their seatbelt. Your children that are with you, make sure they're in appropriate child restraint. We all have one of these. Put it down. Don't be a distracted driver. Put your focus on the road as you're driving down the road. And for whatever you do, for what this campaign is for, drive sober. Make good decisions. As I said, don't drink and drive. Don't ingest anything that's going to impair your ability to get out on the road and operate your motor vehicle the way you're supposed to.
$25,000 people have been taken off the road, and perhaps they have, because they've made that decision to call AAA, Tow to Go, they perhaps have saved their lives and the lives of other motorists that are on the road. But we would be happy if that number was 0. Well, why do we say that? We'd be happy because that person would have made a decision before they even decided to go out to a party, to a gathering. If they had made a decision to have a sober designated driver or to have a ride share service designated, we would be happy if they did that. And really that's the purpose of the Tow to Go, AAA Tow to Go program, is to provide another safe alternative to get home or to your destination. It's really not designed to be the first alternative. It's not designed for you to say, hey, I'm going to go out and party tonight and I'm going to call AAA to get me home.
holiday drive sober or get pulled over kickoff today. We're just pleased to be here at the Atlanta Motor Rally sometime during the year of 2021.
So away from your families, you put your lives at risk every time you walk out that door. And on behalf of Atlanta Motor Speedway and the team here at the track,
Introduce a couple of people. First off, Captain Jason Black. Today it's my honor to introduce the Director of the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday season.